I just checked every single block from shortest to tallest and from widest to thinnest to construct the best camel ladder possible. That's because camels can normally walk up 1.5 blocks. Old horses can only climb up 1 block at a time. So using a horse ladder for a camel is actually inefficient. So I had to design one from scratch. Hello there, Ray here, and that's exactly what I did. So in order to do that, we need to get these combinations where the camel will hop up 1.5 blocks every time it moves forward. But not only do we try to use full blocks as well as half blocks to make this ladder, but we're trying to put as many rungs in the ladder as possible while doing the least movement forward. And that's why these really narrow stairs are considered ladders. This one here, which I made for players, is almost so vertical it almost feels like you are climbing up a ladder, where I was able to climb up 14 blocks while staying in a single column. So to get as many rungs of the ladder as possible, I'm going to try to use every block size we have. There's currently 16 different widths that you can currently get in the game without using entities. That means if we stack all these on top of each other, we would only get to a height of 16 blocks. Yet I was able to make a camel ladder that goes up 17 blocks. This is possible because of 2 different things. First off, we can't actually use all the blocks because the azalea bush here, even though it has a special hitbox that puts it between this cake and that cake, the hitbox is actually inside of it and you can't normally access it. This also applies to the last one, which are hoppers, cauldrons, and composters, which can only be accessed by standing inside of them and pushing forward. So despite not being able to use all 16 rows of different thickness of blocks, we do have the camel's abilities to actually climb up more than 1 block at a time. And this is exactly what I used to actually skip a couple blocks. The first step is on top of a gate, which will actually get the camel 1.5 blocks off the ground, which is a great start. Then from there, we're gonna make the next step up, which is a little bit under 1.5 blocks because the camel is not making it to a full top block, but to the top of a chest. Next up, we're gonna go all the way up to the edge of this anvil, which is a whole block plus a little bit extra because of that chest gap and a little bit extra because of the bottom of this anvil. Next up, we're just gonna make a small little partial block jump up to the top of the anvil, but then afterwards we get a great efficiency of climbing this little wall, which takes us another 1.5 blocks up. There's actually 2 different types of walls depending on how you set them up, and just above that we have a slightly thinner one, which only is an extra block taller because you're already going from 1.5 to another 1.5. From here, we then can make a easy walk all the way up to this end rod, which will put us another 1.5 blocks up, giving us another extra half block. After the end rod, we only have 1 block to choose from, and that is a chain, which has a special width of being half pixel, where most blocks are full pixels. It's less efficient as we only were able to move up 1 block. But after that, we can actually move up a whole air gap, and on top of it, we have a candle, which is a little bit less than half a block. So we're able to climb 1 and a partial block. Then from here, we're able to hop the rest of the candle's block and make it all the way up to the top of the skull. This is a bit over 1 block. The next couple ones are amethyst, which are about a 1 meter jump each one, but it's pretty much the only block we get to choose from. Each of these amethysts are about the same height, but they're at different widths. So you can actually climb them like a staircase. Once you get to the top of the amethyst, the only option we have left is a trapdoor. And once you have cleared that, you're just as if you were standing on the flat bottom there, and we can repeat this whole ladder part again by starting with a gate once again. So even though we couldn't use all the different blocks offered in the game, we were able to save a block and half a block here and there to make it up. So I set the ladder up from the bottom of the world all the way up to the top. Let's see how fast we can get to the top of the world riding a camel. Ready, set, go! From the bottom of the world all the way to the top of the world is 384 blocks. There is 64 blocks underneath of Y level 0, which consists of the deep slate. Then there's another 64 blocks from 0 all the way up to Y64, which takes you to sea level. Then above that, there's 256 blocks of terrain and sky. It seemed like the camel was climbing the stairs really fast, but how does it actually compare against a horse? Well, my horse ladder was outdated, so I went ahead and redesigned it from scratch using the latest blocks we have in 1.20. The current best horse ladder without using entities is 12 blocks tall. With it complete, now all I have to do is stack it the entire height of Minecraft. You might have noticed that it does use some hard to get blocks like dragon eggs. They are renewable using dragon egg generators, which I've shown over here in this video. And things that are really hard to get are the non-renewables such as conduits, which you have to get that heart of the sea from actually finding chest. Ooh, that's expensive. For the camel ladder, wither skulls, but they can be automatically farmed. And you know, some things like iron for anvils. So we're gonna see what's faster, camel versus horse ladder. Now before we race, I did also make an automatic camel elevator. This uses pistons to automatically push the camel up the different levels, which is great for anybody who's too lazy to push forward, but has the downside being a bit slower since you have to wait for the camel to move between locations. The other guys during my stream, including Lucas, built these more open versions, but they're all the same speed. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, they're off. They're off. Oh. The camel's pulling ahead. Camel's making a great time. Oh my goodness. What in the world? I think the camel's actually winning. The camel won! No way. No way. The camel actually beat the horse. So Camel clearly won when it was an average horse. But now we have this command which will give us a super duper fast horse, actually the fastest horse. This horse here has the maximum speed of running, and the idea is that since the horse actually moves forward really fast, it will clip onto each step faster than what the camel can, even though the camel can actually jump more taller steps each time. So this will be a real test to see which one makes it to the top of the world. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's off to a good start. Okay, yeah, the camel is outpacing the horse, it looks like. Oh my goodness! How is Camel Guy doing so well? Oh, I feel so bad for the horse. Oh, the horse is getting left in the clouds. No way. No way. The horse guy is way behind. Oh my goodness, the camel by far is the best. I would never believe that. Even with the fastest horse. I can't believe that. That is crazy. So there you go, guys. Camel ladder and camels are way more OP than even the fastest horse in Minecraft. Now subscribe and check out other crazy things I discovered in 1.20 or my series on farming everything in the game of Minecraft automatically. If you see anybody using my farms or tricks, make sure they credit me and let me know by pinging me using the new YouTube handle at RaysWorks. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.